Hello there. Are you on the gas-powered, stinky diet slash fuck it eating struggle bus? Would you like to hop off of the struggle bus and get on to the electric love train? Pamela Nance Lee here, certified wellness coach, bringing you tips from how I got off the struggle bus onto the electric love train and lost 55 pounds doing it without dieting. So, if that sounds good to you, hop aboard my journey here. The very first thing we have to do is we have to face the fact that we're on the struggle bus. As Alec Baldwin, famous author and activist, said, if you can't face it, you can't fix it. So we're just gonna get really honest right here. I'm gonna ask you some questions and you're gonna answer yes or no. And that's how we will find out if you are indeed still on the stinky, gas-powered struggle diet slash fuck it bus. Question number one, are you either dieting with deprivation and restriction or fuck it eating? Meaning eating whatever the fuck you wanna eat whenever you wanna eat it. Number two, has your weight yo-yoed up and down for the majority of your life? I would say more than 10, 15 pounds. Number three, do you have 2 or 3 or maybe 4 sets of clothing that are all different sizes based on where you are at with your weight? Number 4, when you need to buy new clothes and you go in the fitting room, do you cry when you look in the mirror? Or do you feel bad? Or do you avoid it altogether? Number 5, have you ever tried on one of those Spanx, one of those corsets that squishes you in to make you look smoother or smaller and gotten stuck when you were trying it on? I did. It was inside of a Target. Number 6, are you confused about what to eat? Do you feel like you eat pretty healthily and you exercise and yet your weight doesn't move or you keep gaining weight? Number 7, do you hide behind people in photos? Are you sneaking behind to be in the back so that your body won't be seen? Number 8, do you avoid photos altogether? Are you completely not documenting your memories because of your body? We're moving on towards the back of the bus now. Do you secret eat? Do you drive through drive-thrus and get food without anybody knowing it and you eat it before you get home so nobody will know because it doesn't count if you secret ate it? Or do you get up in the middle of the night and sneak into the kitchen and eat then? My form of secret eating, I call it procrastinating. It was when I was procrastinating on a project, and the way that I would do it secretly when I worked in an office, when we had offices, some people still have offices, but I knew there was some kind of, treat somebody had left. Somebody was always leaving some sort of sweets in the office. And around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when the slump would hit and I would get stuck on a project, instead of just healthily, secretly scrolling through Facebook or going, God forbid, get up and go for a walk or put on a song and do a little movement or some yoga or something, I would tiptoe, I'm not kidding you, it was like tiptoe into the kitchen, the break room, and I would suss out what I was gonna eat, and then I would get a paper towel and I would cover it, and I would tiptoe back into my desk and try to get it in my mouth before anybody saw, because I didn't want anybody to know. And when you're secret eating, you know what rises to the top? What bubbles up? Shame can bubble up, because you're doing this thing in secret and you kind of feel bad about it. So you kind of feel shameful about it. And then it just keeps this cycle going, this shame cycle where you're not feeling good about yourself, so you just keep doing it. It's a vicious cycle. So get into the rear seats now. very end back of the bus. Now, the questions are getting increasingly difficult, I know. But just bear with me here. You gotta face it to fix it, okay? So, and if you're not facing it, you're stuffing it. So let me just ask these last questions. Don't leave me. Don't stuff it. Don't get up and go get something to cram in your face because this is uncomfortable. That's what you've been doing. So if you want to get different results, you gotta do something differently. So stay here for the last few uncomfortable questions, okay? Do you wanna get off the struggle bus? If you don't, then go ahead and leave. If you wanna stay on the struggle diet / fuck it eating bus, you can stay there. But if you wanna get off, just stick around for a few more minutes, okay? All right, so now we're at the rear of the bus. Are you disgusted with your body? Do you hate your body? Do you hate yourself? Okay, you stayed. These are not easy questions to ask ourselves, but if we're not asking them and any of this diet / fuck it eating struggle bus is a reality for you, then guess what? If you're not facing it or you haven't been willing to face it, then you're stuffing it. And the way that you're stuffing it is with food. You're holding it back. Anything we don't want to look at, we're holding back or holding down. And those of us who are overweight and have been overweight for most of our lives or a lot of our lives are stuffing using food. And the good news is that we can make a new choice. And that's what I'm here to tell you. I am the bringer of the good news. You don't have to keep doing it. So the first step for you, tip numero uno, is that you need to reach up. Just go ahead and do it energetically. There's a cord on the bus. Many of you never rode a bus. I did. There's a cord that you pull, and it lets the driver know that you're ready to get off the bus. And the driver's you. You're the driver. So if you're ready to get off the struggle bus, the stinky gas-powered diet / fuck it struggle bus, pull the cord. Go ahead, pull it right now and just say, I'm ready to get off the bus. Go ahead, say it. Pull the cord, I'm ready to get off the bus. Do it with both arms. I'm ready to get off the bus. Doesn't that feel great? You're ready to get off the bus. Now, the pulling of the cord, it's not the brakes. It's just notifying the driver. So you haven't stopped the bus. You're just saying, I'm ready to get off the bus. We want to make these changes slowly, incrementally. So today you're just saying, I'm ready to get off the bus. And you're also saying, I'm ready to try something different. Because if you are doing the same thing you always did, you're going to get the same results that you've always got. And if your mind keeps going back to that cabbage soup diet that worked 20 years ago when you lost 20 pounds, and now you're back thinking of trying it again, and you're 40 pounds heavier because you put back on the 20 plus 20, which is super common, it didn't work. Don't stay in confusion and tell yourself that it worked, because it didn't work. And the good news is, there is another way, and I'm going to tell you that way. You're going to stay with me. I am going to do a whole series on getting off the diet / fuck it struggle bus and getting on to the electric love train. So in the naming of the electric love train is the word love. So this is the final tip of the day, and it's a big one. In order to do something different surrounding your body and weight and food, you need to take ownership of your body. This is a gift that you got. When you entered into the planet, you got a body. There's all different kinds of body. it seems like nobody exactly loves the body that they get, or we're not conditioned to. That will be part of another talk. But what I'm saying today is you need to say to yourself, I'm willing to start the process of deeply caring for myself. I'm not asking you to say that you love yourself or that you're your new best friend or anything like that. Just say to yourself, very simply, I'm willing to take full ownership and responsibility of my body. That's it. So you have 3 simple phrases to practice. I'm ready to get off the struggle bus. I'm willing to try something different, and I am taking ownership and responsibility for my body. Those are the tips I have for you today. Stay tuned for my series, Getting Off the Struggle/Fuck It Struggle Bus, and on to the electric love train. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk with you soon. Take care.